Hello there, I'm Ranger of Ranger&Rice, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about your guide to pledging for the Star Citizen development. Now, pledging for the development can be a daunting experience in itself. This is not aided by the game's ambiguous reputation, high vehicle costs, and its long-term development. But despite this, the game's development is still progressing at full throttle. If you've been following the game's development for a while, you may have heard that Squadron 42 is feature complete. Now this means in itself that the development will naturally move over towards the Persistence universe, making this a prime time to start considering, perhaps maybe I should jump onto the hype train and give Star Citizen a go. Well, I would argue that you'd be correct. The game is currently in 3.22. Assuming that you are new to the game, there is a plethora of content to explore. But how do you gain access? Here is a short list of important terms which we'll be using in this video, so take a second to pause the video and familiarize yourself with some of them. To answer the aforementioned question, you simply need to purchase a game package from the RSI website. Now, this includes access to the Persistence universe and, depending on which ship you pledge for, a specific ship that is yours to keep. Other features that are not yet implemented into the game, such as insurance and hangars, can be disregarded in the current version of the game. Taking a brief look at the game packages section of the website, there are currently a number of deals available, including access to the game. This is where it's important to research which ship you wish to purchase. Now these so-called war bond deals can only be purchased with new money and not store credit. But this we will get to later on in the video. My current recommendations are the Soylent or the Avenger Titan starter packs. The Avenger Titan is an all-around great ship for beginners, but the Gatic Soylent comes with LTI, which may be desirable for some people, and hopefully it will become clearer as to why as the video progresses. Besides game packages, it is also possible to purchase standalone ships that don't include access to the game. These can be pledged from the Extras tab under Standalone Ships on the RSI website. The available ships rotate, with new LTI concept ships sporadically becoming available as they are announced and as the game develops. During Invictus and IAE, hull limited ships can become available during scheduled waves, which are typically more exclusive, such as the Pioneer or the Constellation Phoenix, but can also include capital class ships. The same ship can appear as two variants, one warbond and one not. This simply means that one is purchasable with new money and is a discounted version of the standard version. If the ship is marked with concept, it means that it is currently not flyable and unreleased. Warbond and concept is usually a combination for newly announced ships, i.e. original concept ships that include LTI insurance. You can also pledge for gear and ship packages in the extras section. There is an upcoming feature to reclaim gear that is lost in game, but in the current version it is not possible to do so, so exercise caution when taking pledge gear out as you can lose it. As for ship packages, it is important to note that these don't give you access to the game. They may include LTI, if they are, for example, over $1,000, or if there is a newly announced concept ship in the package. Now it is important to note that almost all ships can be purchased in the game, so that you don't need to pledge for these ships other than a game package. That being said, if you wish to reduce the price of a larger ship and or maybe upgrade to the ship of your dreams with LTI, look no further than the ship upgrade section of the RSI website. It is important to note that you cannot add LTI through upgrading. In order to do this, the ship you start upgrading from must contain LTI, which is then subsequently added to any ship you upgrade to. You must also be wary of upgrading from game packages. If you melt them, you will lose access to the game. That is why the Soylent pack is great, as it includes LTI, so you can upgrade to the ship of your dreams should you choose to do so. CCUing, or cross-chassis upgrade, is a complicated procedure, and it takes a lot of time and care to set up. Applications such as CCU Game can simplify this task immensely, and I use it myself. It can, however, be helpful to understand how it works. A CCU is an individual upgrade you can purchase regardless of whether you own either the ship you are upgrading from or upgrading to, and is added as an upgrade item in your My Hangar tab. Note that it can only be used if you own the ship that it upgrades from. Do note, however, that this upgrade is permanent and cannot be reversed. Every month, and especially on some events, CCU upgrades can sometimes come with separate war bond discounts, which can be seen by multiple options being available for each ship in the ship upgrades. The ship value is the value that is used to show the base difference which you will be paying from one ship to the next excluding tax, which is then added to the final cost before purchasing the upgrade. Despite war bond deals, the ship value never changes, you simply pay less. Many individuals take advantage of this in what's called the CCU game, which is trying to chain together as many war bond upgrades as possible to reduce the overall cost of a ship. As you can buy upgrades without owning the ship, you can simply hold on to any war bond upgrade and simply fill the gaps later on. This requires no small amount of guesswork and planning, so it is recommended to write the potential chain down somewhere. Any upgrade with war bond must be purchased with real money. Other upgrades can be purchased with store credit. Concept ships never come with war bond deals in the upgrade section, as they are already the lowest price they will be up until they release. So it is recommended to purchase these typically final upgrades with store credit. And now for some frequently asked questions. What is insurance? Well, insurance is not in the game, and it will take effect when the game is eventually released. It has not been fully established what it does. We can only surmise that it has to do with claiming the ship once it has been destroyed, and eventual in-game costs of claiming said ship. And all ships are currently claimable at no in-game cost, save for expediting the delivery time. So what is LTI? Well, LTI is lifetime insurance. Once insurance is implemented into the game, this will supposedly allow you to claim your ship at no additional in-game cost permanently. Again, this feature is still conceptual, so we can only estimate its features currently. LTI in general is only awarded to those who pledge original concept sales for ships, from referral bonuses, from giveaways, and from ship packs over $1,000. Some users choose to collect ships with LTI in order to build so-called personal fleets. However, it is important to note that you can attain LTI through upgrading via CCU chains from LTI standalone ships, or from upgrading LTI ships within ship packs. What is a referral gift? Well, typically 3 times a year, Cloud Imperium Games will give out gifts to those who use their referral codes in order to recruit new players, and to those being recruited. These include LTI, but are not meltable, so if you decide to upgrade them, this is a permanent addition to your hangar, and cannot be later melted for store credit. A referral code can only be used when a new player is creating their account, and not afterwards. The referral gift is given both to the new player and to the referral code giver once the new player has purchased a game package. Are there any good deals or sales for the game? Well, these would be game packages, and there are a few war bond deals available that are leaving us at the beginning of January, so check them out if you get time. Otherwise, it is quite common to find game package deals during special events such as Luminalia, Alien Week, Pirate Week, Stella Fortuna, IAE, and Invictus. During large events and large-scale patch testing, there can often be free fly periods where you can test the game completely for free for a period of time. But most importantly, will my PC run Star Citizen? Well, it depends. CPU load is currently very high in the game. Simply put, it's typically recommended to set graphics settings to high in order for the GPU to kick in. You can compare your system specs with that of others on the RSI's Telemetry page linked below. There, you can see what kind of frames you should expect to get, on average, based on CPU and GPU. Do note that areas of high load, such as major cities and derelict sites, will often significantly drop performance, even if you have the best setup. Now that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. If I have left anything out or you still have questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below or drop into my stream on Twitch. If I have helped you in any way in your decision to pull the trigger on grabbing Star Citizen this Christmas, consider using my referral code for some added in-game bonuses. The current offering is a set of alien-themed armor and starting gear for you to use in-game. I'm available for Q&A during my streams where you can ask more questions, get help with anything Star Citizen related, request test drives of certain ships, and so on. And if you watched this long, this means you're at the end of the video, and for that I sincerely thank you. I take a lot of time outside studies in order to make quality content, so please consider showing support by leaving a comment, following and/or subscribing here, or by simply dropping in on Twitch and saying hi. See you next time. This is Ranger, signing off.